Okay, so for this one, actually, here's this. So let's go over number 7 because I haven't with you yet. If SID is doubled, how is the X-ray intensity of the image receptor affected? Quantity is the interchangeable term with intensity, and we can remember that when we go back to our notes, prime factors. So prime factors, quantity, intensity, amount of photons, quality, energy, penetrability, that's really what they refer to. So it's asking, how will intensity be affected if we increase SID? If we increase SID, quantity is going to decrease. So I just write that. So then like whenever SID is increased, in here it's saying it's going to double. However much it increases, the intensity will ultimately decrease. So then here for number 8, we're going to do, it's another math problem. This one actually does use inverse square law. And it looks like this. So intensity 1 over intensity 2 equals distance 2 over distance 1. And then those are squared. So we know for a fact, I don't know if I read it, I guess not. Exposure, if an exposure is 4 micrograys at SID of 40 inches, those are our number 1 terms. What would exposure be, the microgray, what would it be at SID of 80 inches? So for this equation, we have to do intensity 1 up here. Intensity 2, we don't know, so we're putting that in. We're finding that. On this other side, we have distance 2 versus the other one that we did on the other page, because I think the second one was on the bottom. This one's on top now. Distance 2 is on top, and we can't forget that it's squared. And then the distance 1, which was 40, that's on the bottom. That one's also squared. So now I'm going to solve the squares, and then we're going to cross multiply all of that. So we'll do this real time. So then 80 times 80 then, because we're multiplying it by itself again, that's going to be 6,400. And then over 40 times 40, that's 1,600. Okay, so then our new thing now is going to be 4 mgy over intensity 2, which we still don't know. That's going to be over 6,400 over 1,600. So then now we're going to cross multiply those. That's going to give us 4 times 1,600. 6,400, that's the same thing. How did I write that? And then 64, that's the same thing. So wow, really, this is so weird. Okay, so this is intensity 2, and then 6,400. Okay, and so then we have to divide this by itself, because we always have to get the I2 alone. So the new I2, that's going to equal 1. That's so weird. Okay, I guess it's going to be 1 mgy. Again, kind of sus, we keep getting the same answer, but then again, you have to realize, you know, if we're doubling the distance from 40 to 80 inches, you know, the first one was at 4. That was the intensity, so it's going to be pretty strong if we're at a closer SID. So since the second exposure is going to be at an 80 SID, that's further away, so it's going to lessen. The intensity is going to decrease, as so does it say in this problem number 7. Whenever we increase it, so we're going to double that, it's going to decrease. We're doubling the SID from 40 to 80, so it's going to decrease, and it does. It goes from 4 micrograys to 1 microgray.